Welcome in. It's the 5 and 5 edition. We go 2 and 3 last night as we build these early in the day. So we want to make sure that you're constantly paying attention to what's going on throughout the day. And normally we start with just me, my big ass head, my ugly face, and whoever's behind me. In this case, it's Pascal Siakam. Great Russo name, by the way. Pascal Siakam. But I did want to show you this. Now, this isn't just to brag about the 2-0 night that we had in the NHL. It's to show you how well this Bet Pro tool is working for us. Now, when I create these videos early in the morning, our Bet Pro information is not up yet. As you see, available 11 Central Time. So about noon Eastern, you start to see our Bet Pro tool populate. We're going to give you a free week. I know you want to get to the 5 and 5 and all the bets and all this other stuff, but this is how you can win. All of us on the Stochastic team, on the Odd Shopper team, we're using this tool. You see people in our Discord giving out Bet Pro tool plays. It's working. We want to give you a week free right away. I had one last night, Emmanuel quickly under 14.5 points. We smashed it. We absolutely smashed it. And I knew to bet that from Bet Pro. And I gave it out on the Discord and said, hey, if you're not. So even the Discord where you get a first free week. I just wanted to show you the Bet Pro tool before we begin. Okay? That's all. That's it. Just a quick little thing. Now we can start the clock. 5 bets in 5 minutes. Let us begin. Speaking of Pascal Siakam, got a really good shot here. This is plus 370, just under 4-1 or north of 350, however you want to look at it. Pascal Siakam to lead the game in scoring. Let me just make sure I got this right. Yeah, I get it. Jaylen Brown now without Jason Tatum is the odds-on favorite, and rightfully so, but he's not guaranteed a 35-point night just because Tatum is out. In fact, Boston is most likely going to do their best to spread. Doesn't mean that Brown can't hit 25 or 26, but I'm not touching that 28.5-point line for him. I would rather look at plus 370 as far as Pascal Siakam moving into the leading scorer of the game at a great number. Look, Van Vliet burns us. Gary Trent burns us. That's fine. It ain't going to be Malcolm Brogdon. We know that. All right, let's get to a typical points prop here. Kristaps at 22.5. Sorry, Kuz. Kristaps, 22.5 points. Seems a little off. They're at home against Orlando, who had to work hard last night, right? We know that. Second leg of the back-to-back for this Magic team who extinguished the Pelicans, but it wasn't, and despite what the score said, it wasn't easy. They had to battle back and all. Somebody's going to have to do work here in order to put the Washington Wizards up by a large margin. And the easiest matchup exploitation is not actually Kuzma in this. We'll wait to see what's going on with Beal, but it's just Porzingis. It's Porzingis from the corner. It's for Porzingis from the perimeter, pardon me. It's Porzingis to get in and work that Orlando front court. So Porzingis getting us to 23 is fine. In fact, I might even look to stretch that to 25 plus on an alternate. No need to here. It's just 5 bets in 5 minutes. We don't like to go super crazy. But I'm going to hit you with another plus play here. No Smith. We know that. Porter Jr.'s been out. We know that. Jalen Green gets some volume bump here. And Minnesota is not locked down, shut down on the perimeter by any means. So we've got to be able to identify volume when it pops up because it's not always the case. Sometimes it's injury. Sometimes it's the matchup. Sometimes it's a combination, like in this case, of both. So it's an ask, and I get that it's an ask, but I love the plus 130 attached to something that, when looking at it in this particular set of circumstances, should probably be closer to 110. So with a volume boost here for Jalen Green, expecting him to take a couple of more. Look, you knock down one, you knock down two, and that volume is going to be lovely for us where he's going to be able to get down 4 on the night. All right, let's go hit you with the side here. I wanted to bring this up, and it's not in the NBA parlay video. Make sure you check that out. But this is one of our favorite plays of the night, and it's the Pacers plus 5.5. Now, I don't think they win the game, but I think this comes down to a bucket. I think this comes down to a final possession. I think this comes down to a late bucket that may even narrow the gap, backdoor cover, if you will. It's under 7, which I don't love, but the Pacers are clearly getting shorted here in a scenario where Phoenix is also dealing with major absences. So the Suns are still, and both of these teams, it's just backup central right now, right? We know Cam Johnson's out. We know that Chris Paul, well, questionable, but I wouldn't anticipate him playing. Landry Shamet, right? So they're down a bunch. Halliburton being out for Indiana. Pacers, though, they're not like the Suns are still trying to figure this thing out because new guys keep getting added, or it's like, oh, well, there's hope of somebody being played. I don't, the shuffling around for Phoenix, I think ultimately hurts them. Last play is under 235 for the Sixers and Kings game. Now, check the NBA parlay video. We have another play in this game. I would strongly suggest that. But both of these teams are red hot. Kings played last night. I understand that. But both teams here come in super hot. Sacramento stays home. And look, that was a tough game against the Thunder. Hard-fought game against the Thunder. They stay home here, and they take on a Sixers team who is just shorted right now, only getting 2. Both of these teams look like mirror images as far as where they are in the standings and the recent win streak to be able to put them in contention for each top spot, if you will, in the conference. The ISO stuff kind of worries me a little bit if I'm the Sixers. I just don't see anybody outside of Sabonis and Embiid having a monster night, and that's going to limit the overall scoring. So we go under 235. All right, I told you about the Bet Pro tool, right? I mean, the first week is free. Your first week is free. And we crushed it again last night. Just awesome to see that. The Bet Pro play hitting. So let me tell you how you can turn $5 into $200. This is going to be the easiest thing you do. I promise. And it's going to be instant, where you don't even need to wait. All I need you to do is be 21 or older, be in a state where you can legally gamble. And if you have a gambling problem, then you have to call 1-800-GAMBLER. I mean, get that out right away. If you have a problem, you know it, somebody knows it, they tell you, call the number. You'll get help. $5 is going to turn into $200 instantly. Instantly. So there's a link below. There's a QR code. Doesn't matter. Whatever you want is fine. And from there, you're going to sign up on DraftKings. Take 90 seconds out of your life. That's all. Sign up. Maybe somebody you know. Maybe you're in a state that's brand new to betting. Whatever it is, you can take advantage of this. Do it. And then immediately place that $5 on the Giants. Who cares if they win? Who cares if they lose? Who cares when the game kicks off? Who cares if it goes to overtime? Who scores a touchdown? Doesn't matter. As soon as you place the wager, $5 will turn into $200 in your account. It's that simple. It's that easy. All right? Thank you. That's all. That's it. Sign up for the Bet Pro tool. It's amazing how much this is working.